Okay, good day, everyone. We are here in Lapu-Lapu City with Shanky. We are trying to get today a student permit for a driver's license. Sorry. So this is our first time. First time. Ada? Ah, okay. Mag-renew naman dahil pag Sorry. So yeah, we're already in our 30s. And this is our first license, driver's license. So after this, after a month, you can try to get your non-professional driver's license. So after a month, we'll update you guys with another video for getting the non-professional driver's license. It's just always the first step is the student permit, then later on the official license. So let's find out how to get this without a fixer. We're lining up here to get a medical, what's that class? Medical certificate? Physical exam. Okay, I am just done with my medical. It's around 8, almost 9 right now. I have my NSO right here, NSO birth certificate, and then I paid 200 pesos, and then they give me this medical certificate. They just ask me if I have eyeglasses and so on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So next is I'll get my officially process the LTO process thing, because this is just a medical certificate process. It took me about almost 2 hours because there's a lot of people here asking for a medical certificate and urine exam and so forth. So process it if it's taking you too long. So have it processed before if you have not much time. So for the first day, process the medical. The next day, process the student permit. So yeah, so I'm just waiting for Shanky right now because Shanky is not done yet. So yeah. Okay, look at what we're doing. We're leaving the Lapu-Lapu City Hall because they have now rejected us because we're done about almost 9 now. And they only release the SPs until 8, and it's almost 9, so they don't accept us anymore. They rejected us. Just kidding. So we have to come back tomorrow to continue the process in applying for the student's permit for the driver's license. Okay, I think I'm gonna get
Day 2.
Good morning, guys. I'm back here again in the Lapu-Lapu City Hall. That's the LTO right there at the back, the building. And I'm right now waiting for Shanky. And it's around 7:20 a.m. I'm still so fucking sleepy. I'm still very sleepy. And well, if you wanna get a driver's license, you gotta wake up early because well, if you want to get started with processing your driver's license, you start with a student's permit, and student's permit here will just end and start at 8 a.m. So if you're not here at 8 a.m. exactly, not like 8:25, 8:30, then your chances of starting your SP or student's permit is gone. So I'm right now waiting for Shanky. She's crossing from island to island. So let's talk about this for a moment. So as you've seen in the previous clip, we've been here this Monday, and today is Thursday. We didn't come back here right on the next day because we were just tired and we have to do stuff at work. So we just came here at today, Thursday. Ooh, I think this is Chunky, is it? So the guard told us to process our medical certificate, and I've seen the ones right now who are getting submitted. The requirement is your NSO birth certificate, photocopied, and then the medical certificate that we processed on Monday. So yeah, better to process first your medical certificate because it's gonna take a while if you're here, because there's only one medical certificate area here. I'm not sure in other branches like Mandaue, and they some people says it was just fast for getting a medical certificate. I'm not sure why is it here just one. If people fall in line for the medical certificate, so what happened there is that what you should do is leave your NSW certificate on the desk of he was like a cashier slash nurse, because he dressed up like a nurse. Then he receives money, processes everything, then sends you off to the one who's gonna ask you questions if you can see well or not, or do you wear eyeglasses. So it's just like if you we waited for almost 2 hours there to get our turn, and we were just entertained about let's say less than, more or less 10 minutes or 5 minutes most likely, and we're done. And then we've been waiting for our turn for 2 hours, so that's how long it was. And so since we missed the time, the 8 a.m. time for the student's permit, we have to come back today, Thursday, here to start the official processing of the LTO license. So I'm not sure, I forgot what are the exact requirements, but I prepared all my documents are here. I also brought my postal ID and also my passport, because those are my only 2 valid IDs. But of course your school ID is valid, I think. Yeah, surely your work ID is still valid. So be sure just to come here before 8. I actually placed my Shanky and I's NSW certificate and also the medical certificate on the table, where you know the lady will be processing it. So just leave it there and wait for the opening of the office, which is 8 a.m. So later I'm gonna show you guys how to process it, maybe talk about it. And if you have any questions about processing your student's permit or processing your driver's license, just leave the questions down below, because I'm gonna make a Q&A video as usual, and I'll answer your questions through that video. So basically you can't apply right away for a driver's license because you need the student's permit, because it is one of the requirements for your driver's license. Hi Mano, he's sleeping. So yeah, so you can't start right away for your driver's license. You need the student's permit. That's why I am starting with this video. After a month you can then start your driver's license. That's when you can start. So the student's permit will allow you to drive a vehicle, a motorbike, or any vehicle that you wish to get a license for. But it should be with someone who is a licensed driver, not just anyone, you know. So it should be with someone who is licensed. Just like also learning how to drive in a company. Shanky and I are talking about learning how to drive, taking driving lesson. I actually just wanted to go for the motorbike, because that's what's important for us travelers, to know how to drive a motorbike or scooter at least, because you know it can be really useful. But my mom wants me to learn how to drive a car. I wish my dad is here, because he's the one who, you know, give approval or not. Before, his work was that he's the one who's going to give an approval or not to drivers for government drivers, something like that. So he's a great teacher, but our deal in the family is that until we reach 18 years old, our dad gonna teach us. But my dad wasn't able to, and then until he died. So that's pretty much it. I'll be learning from, hey Shanky! Shanky's here. She didn't see me. Oh, where is she? Where? Okay, let's go to get Shanky. You're then given this form to fill out. Once you're called, you are given this form to fill out.
2,000 years later.
Okay, I just got called over there at window number 2 to take some pictures. But it took about more or less 1 hour for me to get there because there's a lot of applications. And next is the window 3 to pay. It's 317.63.
Several bad puns later.
Shanky is on the releasing.
Quickly, not this one.
Still waiting for mine. Shanky got hers. Releasing, yes. It's raining. It's raining and people are still ready.
Eternity later.
And here we are right now, actually weeks after I got my student permit, or whatever, or we call it student permit, but it's actually a permit for a student to drive, student driver to drive. And we actually finished about 2:20 p.m. that day. And after that, I was like at home, not out, because I didn't got my breakfast. Because we went there around 7, I didn't eat my breakfast early and I can't leave the area. Although there's some eateries nearby, but just in case we're cold, then what will I do? So I didn't eat my breakfast, and then they took a break. They said the LTO doesn't have a noon break, but they did. So yes, I finished the entire process at 2 p.m. So I advise for you to get your medical certificate first. Especially if you're in Lapu-Lapu area. I've heard in some areas that the medical certificate is just easy to catch, just fast, because there are a lot of areas that you can get your medical certificate from. And in Lapu-Lapu City, it's just one, and it's very crowded, and it will take you like forever to get your medical certificate. When we actually get our certificate, medical certificate, we were in line at 7 a.m. and we were waiting for a turn to get, just to talk for about 10 seconds or less with the person you'll get your certificate from, which is, by the way, just at the back of the LTO office. But the LTO won't accept us anymore because it's already about 9 a.m. even though we told her that we were already there at 7 a.m. It's just the medical certificate is just taking us too long. So we went there a couple of days after. We didn't go there in the same day, just a couple of days after, because Chanel is from the other city, so she has to go here in the island to get her LTO. And we've heard that the LTO process is faster in Lapu-Lapu City, which we were wrong. I'm not even sure if I will be getting my LTO license here, but I think I should, because they got my name wrong. They named me after my mom. So my mom's name is Ida Dumaguing, and my name is Gay Ida Dumaguing, and they just named me Ida. I actually went to the lady where you'll put your papers at, and you'll just wait for your name to be called and get this fill out form. And I told her my concern that that's not my complete name. And she just told me that next time that you'll be here to get your LTO driver's license, just let us know that they issued me the wrong name. Well, it's my name, but not my entire name. So I'm just gonna show them my birth certificate again, my original birth certificate again, just to show that it's actually lacking another name, because I have 2 names. My first name has 2 names. So yeah, I think I should be getting my LTO license in Lapu-Lapu, though I don't want to. And there are some people there who will be getting their LTO driver's license and taking the exam, who was there 9 a.m. and it was around almost 3, and they're not even called yet, because the area that they will be taking the exam is small, so they're just called every few of them to take the exam. And there's a lot of them who wants to take the exam to get the driver's license. So for those who are planning to get the LTO license, I advise you to get it early. Go there early as much as possible. Maybe 7 would be ideal, because the LTO will open at 8, but there will already be papers piled up there. People who have been there hours before you to get the LTO license. So I advise, if you are planning to do so, complete your documents first, like the medical certificate, and just then go there early, put your documents on the table, and then maybe take your breakfast nearby. So I've read some blogs, and there's actually different process in some areas. It's just maybe in Lapu-Lapu is different. In some areas you get the priority number and you have got an estimate on when or how long you're gonna be there. In Lapu-Lapu you have to pile up your documents along with others, so first in is first out. So why a student's permit, and why just not get a driver's license right away? Here in the Philippines you should have, or first get a student's permit. Student's permits let you drive a car or a vehicle, a motorcycle, with someone who is licensed already. So you can't drive alone. It doesn't permit you to drive alone, a motorcycle or anything all alone. It just lets you drive a vehicle or motorized vehicle that is with someone who is a professionally or a licensed person. So basically the use of it is that it lets you study with someone, that go if driving physically a car, a motorized vehicle, and have that professional someone who's licensed by the LTO teach you how to do it. So it can be your father, your grandfather, your uncle, your brother. They can teach you as long as they're licensed by the LTO to drive and you have the student's permit. And by the way, sa mga taong sumasabing hindi ako proud na Pilipino ako dahil hindi ako nagtatagalog, marunong po ako magtagalog pero hindi po ako komportable at matigas po yung Tagalog ko kasi Bisaya po ako. So, I know now that your question is, when will I get to apply for the LTO license? You can apply for your LTO driver's license after a month of the issuance of your student's permit, which is for us, for me and Shanky. We can now actually apply this August, but we will not, because we will have to study the driving stuff, and I want to learn how to drive before I apply for the license, of course. And then also I have to review the exam. I've read in the blogs that they'll be giving you this booklet, but we didn't get any. So I heard that you should at least pass 75% of the exam and you'll be, of course, given a driver's license. If not, you can retake it, reapply. But I'll have more information for you guys once I apply for myself. So here are the common questions about the student's permit for the LTO driver's license. Is that, what are the documents, what are the papers that you need? So what I mentioned, you only need the medical certificate and also your NSO birth certificate. Second is that, can you go there maybe in the afternoon or you should come early? Well, my answer is you should be there before 8 because they'll stop accepting the student's permit application by 8. They open at 8 and they stop accepting student's application by 8. How long it will take for me to get a student's permit? It will take you forever. I'm just kidding. You'll take I think a day off for the medical certificate. But if you're going for a fixer, because there was someone there who came there around 9, and then she wants to apply for the student's permit, and then we told her, you have your NSO certificate. And she said, do I need that for the student's permit? And I said, yeah. And then so she was looking for a fixer to help her. So later on we saw her around 10 in our area where she is ready to pay the student's permit. She almost catch up with us, and the lady said that they're not accepting after 8. So if you're quite in a hurry, I guess fixers, well, are there to help you. But I don't suggest for you to do so unless you have the money to do so. It's actually just easy. You just have to prepare this, few documents and then you're done. So I think maybe a day off will be best. Will take you that much long for applying for it. So, okay, that's pretty much what I know about your common questions. I guess this is the only question I have for me when I was, trying to apply for this. But if you have any more questions about the student's permit for driver's license in LTO here in the Philippines, let me know. Just comment it down below. As usual, here in the community of my channel, I always try to answer your questions. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being a part of this community. Please help me grow this channel, help support this channel, all the links that you will need to support this channel and help me and follow me around. just arches down below this video in the description area. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. My name is G, and please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you find this videos very helpful for your student's permit process. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, subscribe,